All right, Kathy's, we are back fresh back from Bentonville, Arkansas. We got Sneaker Steve Patino in the house.
Yes. Back from Bentonville.
We wanted to, I was saying last Sunday, we were heading out to Bentonville, Arkansas, and we wanted to give a full recap. And it was as always, a very interesting experience. What was your first take of Bentonville?
It was clean.
Yeah.
Very clean. It was actually like very polished and beautiful.
Can we get to the most important question? Did you get in the members club?
I did not get in the members club.
Wow.
I went to a restaurant in the members club.
Does that count?
I don't want to say it counts because I didn't actually like walk around the club, but I had dinner.
Were you allowed to?
I don't know. Someone made a reservation at that restaurant. We went and I'm like, what is this place? And they said Blake Street. Blake Street is the members club.
So at least we know that now.
Yeah. We got names now. So you thought it was clean?
Yes.
I think people, when you think of Arkansas, you think of like hogs and farms, and it is so fucking nice. Even there was a few team members.
But beyond that one street, or everything's nice? Because you guys were hyping up the one street.
Yeah. So that square, the Bentonville Square, is unbelievable. It's like so nice. I would say 3 blocks around it is extremely nice. And then there's the Walmart campus, which is huge, which is very nice. I, for the first time, went to Rogers, which is the neighborhood where a lot of Walmart people live. And that was extremely nice. You guys picked me up when we had coffee.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah. I mean, it was fucking spotless.
I saw the healthiest food place I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like it felt healthier than Erewhon. So, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
That I would find that there.
What you do notice when you're walking Walmart corporate, they're very healthy people. They're very fit.
In shape.
They're in shape. Huge bike culture, huge running culture. Everyone's fit. They're not eating the Doritos that they're serving.
So let's talk about the business part of it.
Yeah.
So you guys went for basically like the biggest sellers conference of the year?
So there's a couple things. One, there's a big event called Open Call. Open Call is for new brands that want to sell into Walmart that are made in USA. So that process started almost a year ago.
And the reason why we keep talking about this, because Walmart does $500 billion a year.
Yes.
Annually. It's the biggest revenue generator in the world.
Yes. From any business.
Just pure revenue.
Yeah. And so doing business with Walmart is life-changing. So the first thing that we were attending was Open Call. And Ghost had a few brands at Open Call, Steve's being one of them. And, I think I had my first meeting about Alice Gray last year, literally
1 year ago.
So we met with the supplier team and we were mentioning the brand. They were familiar with it. They knew about the Made in USA program, the sustainability of the shoe. And they were like, okay, cool. Let's talk about Open Call when we have it next. It takes that long to get us to the point where Steve ends up finally coming to Bentonville and being able to pitch. So Steve and I were on the same flight out there. When I tell you Steve was hustling, we land in Bentonville. He's like, do you know who that guy is? I'm like, I have no idea. And he's the
White House chef.
White House chef. And so Steve's shoe is for frontline workers. He recognized him. Apparently he's really famous and goes up to him talking about the shoe. He had met him in Chicago a few months earlier. So they had connected before. But like, as soon as I saw that, Steve brought out the shoe.
How about this? I opened up my luggage at where you get your luggage.
Bentonville Airport.
I'm pitching. In baggage claim, I'm pitching.
So the White House chef, meaning like who's cooking for Trump?
He is the only chef to ever, he's the chef for the Bush administration, the Obama administration, and Trump. He's a veteran. He has millions and millions of followers.
He's jacked.
He looks like Mr. T.
Yeah.
He's an incredible human being. He ran about like 1 million miles. This gentleman is beyond human. He's called the real Chef Rush. And so Chef Rush is an incredible person. And he is one of the most famous celebrities in Korea. Out of nowhere. He creates such funny food content. He's a massive celebrity.
So he sees him, he's pitching him, like, shoe, work together, whatever. And so at that moment, I realized, all right, Steve is on. He is here to fucking sell. And so that's day one. We land.
So did he take the shoes?
How about I can't say, I'll tell you off air, but we're going to work together.
Yeah. And so we get there and
Donald with the Alice Grays doing the press conference tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Steve Patino is a dear friend. Great guy. Made in USA. Anyways, we get there. I go to my Airbnb. He goes to his hotel. And I was like, hey, going out to dinner, meeting some people. And Steve was focused. He's like, no, I want to practice. I want to rest. I want to print my stuff out, be ready. And then the next day we have to meet at like 6:30 in the morning to get to the event where they basically like welcome all the people for open call. And it's like all leadership at Walmart and Sam's Club welcoming everyone and telling them about like what the future of Walmart looks like, made in USA and just all their initiatives. And it's like probably a few hundred people.
500.
500 people.
So out of 2,600 applicants, only 500 were accepted.
And so there's 500 businesses pitching, and it's across any and every category.
Yeah.
It's really like the most eclectic group of people you've ever seen in your life. It's a circus.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Vaqueros, and like they have this incredible beef kind of jerky. It's like a carne asada that's dried that you could dip with guacamole. Yeah. Incredible.
So he's a Kathy.
Yep.
He just DM'd me that he saw me, and unfortunately I was on the phone, but he connected with Steve, and they got, what is called a golden ticket, which is basically after you pitch, they tell you, okay, we want to bring you into the stores. So they do this full day of like, call it orientation. And then the next day you get to pitch. And so one of the guys that works with me, Robel, he's ex-Walmart, and you're only allowed 2 people in each thing. And then we have another brand called Marianella that was also out there. And so him and his mom were pitching that, and Robel and Steve were pitching Alice Gray. And so the night before, we're at David from Marianella's Airbnb. This should have been videotaped. Yeah. It was unbelievable. We had an ex-buyer that was basically like coaching us on how to do it and what to say and like how to think about everything. Then we're sitting there and David's like finishing up his labels. Steve's printing out shit from Kinko's. It's like, it's really like how to make it in America shit. And it was like a fascinating thing about like, one, like how hard everything is. Like, it's just like how much work and effort you have to do to get to that point. But then more importantly, it's like, you're this close. You're like 5 feet from greatness. And like, you feel it in Bentonville. One of my investors called me. He was like, oh, you missed your call. Where are you? I'm like, I'm in heaven. And he goes, where are you? And he thought I was on vacation. I'm like, no, I'm in Bentonville. It's an unbelievable. Everybody's hustling. It's just like everyone's selling. Everyone's got something hot. It's just a great.
It feels like there could be a Hard Knocks for Bentonville.
Yes, Hard Knocks for Bentonville would work. Yeah, like for brands. And, these guys are pitching brands.
Because, at Hard Knocks, you have to let go of people.
Yeah.
That's part of the...
Yeah, people lose.
Story. Yeah, people lose.
And that's the thing about this town is like you're meeting like with the brokers. So like I probably had 20 meetings over 4 days. Brokers, investors, funds, brands.
Is this happening every week there? So like another cohort of people are coming in next week?
Like every day people are there to pitch. Because you have to remember, it's Walmart, it's Sam's Club. And you know, Sam's Club is Ghost's biggest customer. People don't realize this. Sam's Club, which you probably have never been to a Sam's Club.
No,
right? Most people have never been to Sam's Club because it's very regionally focused. Does over $100 billion a year of revenue.
Is that that's included in the 500 billion Walmart does, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they do 100.
Insane.
Sam's Club. Insane volume. And so these are just massive, massive businesses. And so like there are so many people coming and people forget like they're doing like, I don't know, I'm just joking, but like $1 billion of nail clippers a year. Right. So someone's pitching nail clippers. People are picking beef jerky, shoes, cosmetics, video games.
Dude wipes.
Yeah. Dude wipes.
You know, how about this? So I'm there.
By the way, there's like this like little like kind of communal area where they have food and coffee. Steve's pitching there. He's all of a sudden he's on stage pitching there. He's pitching everywhere. It was kind of like, it was like, I was thinking about it in Steve's context. It was like 8 Mile. You know, you only get one shot, and he was at every mic, every open mic. He was out there hustling. He does a video shoot with some America 250, which is like the 250th anniversary of.
I'm gonna be on national television. Yeah, nationwide.
Yeah,
it's incredible because you know, one, thank you, D, for like all your support and just like the ability for you to help us get there. I think for all the Kathys, this is not overnight. I worked every single day for a year. You have to work with their sourcing team. You have to do a full competitive analysis. I'm talking about like a 40 to 50 page deck before you even get invited. Your product has to fill a void in the market and you have to have the data to back it up.
Yeah.
You only get 30 minutes. But what's so special about Walmart Open Call that happens only 1 year, they have a $350 billion budget to buy goods that are made, assembled in America. They've already hit their target of 250 billion. So 250 billion has already been spent. They doubled down and added another 350 billion on top of that. You're looking at almost $1 trillion to goods that are made and assembled in America to create 750,000 jobs here locally. And I was just telling Josh and the team is that when we get an order, that means that our factory gets order, our packaging company that comes out of here out of Pennsylvania gets an order, our 3PL here in LA gets an order. The podcast team is now having ability to create content. You get to create a newsletter for us. And so all of this is going right into the economy. That's why I was so hyped on
the
it.
American economy.
Well, Sean's Canadian, so yeah, we don't really want to support him.
and like the incredible story. So when I pitched there, 2 huge things happened. One is I meet the CEO of Dude Wipes. He tells his story about being at Open Call. His first PO, 75,000. Guess what he's doing now in revenue with just Walmart, one customer?
50 million.
$130 million.
Yeah. I believe it.
That's what 30 minutes in Bentonville will get you.
Yeah. It can literally change your life.
Change your life.
I see Dude Wipes on all the sports shows.
Yeah. It's a big business now. And I think you see it like Chomps, the beef jerky was there. There's just these brands that started Open Call that are massive, massive. So like it's a testament to them to give brands a shot because that's not happening in a lot of retailers. Most retailers thumb their nose at newcomer. And we know we've been pitching every retail in the world for 20 years. A new brand, get the fuck out of here. If you're not somebody, you do not get the time of day.
So you obviously see that it can change any business's trajectory overnight. But obviously there's 20 years behind that people don't understand. What did you take away from the last week that you're like, okay, here are things that I think are going to work, and here are the next like catalysts that I need to like move on?
Yeah, the biggest takeaway is data. They are serious. You have to show the data and the proof of why you belong on their shelves.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that, you're not going in. And then the second after that is then the creating, making sure that's just half of it. And then once the product goes on the shelves and online, then you need to make sure that you have a plan and a go-to-market strategy to be able to get the product out of there. And we were able to show that to them.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing is that like everyone has a shot. Obviously, like getting to that room is not easy. You need companies like Ghost. You need the right people to get you into the room. But if you actually prepare, you really have a real shot at making it happen. And one of the things I told Steve in beginning, like normally small talk is like a big part of the sales process. And I told him, no fucking small talk. These people do not want to talk about the weather. They don't want to talk. They're so serious. They don't want to talk about the Razorbacks. They don't want to talk about nothing. They're there. They're giving you like basically 5 minutes. You have to kind of, and I mean, I don't know if you want to share your process, but like it's a roller coaster every meeting with these buyers.
Yeah. I mean, one, you have 30 minutes to get in and they're clocking you and they say, all right, go, Steve, it's your time. Because if not, we're going to get kicked out. That's how they start the meeting.
Yeah.
And so you go and you better be ready and you better have all of the answers because if not, you're not getting a chance.
Yeah.
Is it like American Idol? They just keep quizzing you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Shark Tank. It's like a Shark Tank and everyone's there. You got a guy in like a made in USA sequence thing and he's selling like rakes and another guy's selling, tacos. Another guy's selling vitamin water. The next guy is selling ladders. It is crazy. It looks like a circus, like a Shark Tank circus. But
when you're pitching, it's just you and them.
Yeah. And you're in a small room and you just go and you better be ready. And so.
And how'd it go, Steve?
I can just say this. They want to do business with the Les Gray.
Yeah.
you know what? It's funny. There's actually like this is like proven by data. Judges who make convictions before lunch oftentimes give harsher sentences because they're hungry.
I heard that too. Yeah, so I made sure I was happy that we had a 9:30 appointment because if it's like 11:30, yeah. And I pulled
and the judge this is proven data, it's science that judges at 11:30 they'll be like, I just want to get the fuck out of here. Yeah. I want to go to lunch. All right, yeah, 10 years.
It's because he was hungry. If you had a snack, you needed
a chomp. Yeah.
Which is actually crazy. It could also influence decisions like this easily.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like if your team didn't win the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
And by the way, Tuesday was your meeting, right? Wednesday.
No, it was Jags Chiefs, right?
My meeting.
No,
yeah.
It was Chiefs. Yeah,
Jags Chiefs.
They're all Chiefs fans.
Oh, they're so
It's
pissed.
Kansas City is close by. Chiefs didn't win. I'm sure a lot of tickets didn't get handed out.
But I had the biggest Hail Mary ever.
Yeah.
So I met the Walton family.
Yeah.
I got to present a Les Gray to Stuart Walton.
Yeah. Who's the chairman of the board?
I mean,
young guy.
I saw the post.
Yeah, he saw the post.
Honestly, great guy.
Yeah. And he understood your business. Like he understood how your product was made. Insane.
And the fact that he also, through Runway and through their hospitality group, understanding that we can bring comfort to all Americans at affordable pricing was really important. He understood that we're taking algae from California and using regenerative practices to clean our waterways to then repurpose it and create products. And so to me, when I was presenting to him, you should see that it's like that's the prince. Like it's like royalty. Yeah. It's like the Prince of Bentonville.
Yeah.
And you should see the feeling when he walks through the crowd. He has
aura.
Yeah.
He has aura.
Security?
Security, of course. But it's just his vibe.
Yeah.
He's a very intellectually
chairman of the board?
Yes. He's the only Walton on the board.
Wow.
And he's 44 years old.
Young guy.
And they invest into scholars to really, he talks about his grandfather, Sam Walton, and what he did and how he believed in capitalism for good. And so I was honestly I'm just texting D. D's like, at this point, I don't even know what D's thinking. He's like, you're with Stuart Walton. Yeah. You're on TV. Yeah. You're live on.
It's so funny. It's like he won the Super Bowl and he's just doing his rounds.
I tell Anand, you put someone from Queens, New York in Bentonville.
Yeah. No, it was awesome. It was a really fun to see you just go for it. And, you got the result you wanted. And it's a very cool experience. And it also just tells you how important when you walk around that city, and most people don't appreciate the scale and impact of Walmart, but it is like we're a very special company. Like they're a very NVIDIA is the most valuable company in the world, but like, what does it mean culturally? Like, who has a chip? The only chips we have are fucking Fritos and Doritos.
Yeah, and number one, 2.1 million jobs.
Yeah,
that's just their staff. That's just their workforce.
Yeah,
right. Like this is real.
Yeah,
and D, you told me from the beginning like the scale.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like, it's one of those companies where like you as just a regular person see it and experience it in all facets of life, because you also don't realize all the things they own. They just own so much shit.
So do you think in the near future you have to keep going back?
I would love to.
Yeah.
D's already talking about summers in Bentonville. Like he's talking about H-Wood in Bentonville.
Yeah. We're bringing H-Wood to Bentonville. Tenderfest, here we come. I was actually like, it was funny. I was on the phone walking the square and someone said hi to me. And I was like, oh, fuck, I made it. I was like walking the square. I was D. I was like, oh shit, and it was a local.
And you guys have Kathy's there.
Yeah,
really? Yeah. Kathy's recognized. They're like, oh, Steve, I've seen you on group chat.
Yeah,
I know D's here.
Yeah,
like that's incredible.
Yeah,
your guys' reach.
There's a lot of good energy there, and they're just great people, like solid salt of the earth.
Yeah, the Midwest.
Yeah, Midwest is they're just so nice.
Shout out to Drama.
The Heartland.
Yeah.
And Drama and Palm Springs.
Yeah. Well, great. And you also have an exciting new launch. One of the products you've been focusing on is the Frontline Pro, and you're launching now in white. And you wanted to do a special promo for the Kathys. Kathys have been supporting this brand since day one. A lot of Kathys have supported it. So it's very exciting. Tell us about the shoe.
Yeah, literally, thank you to the Kathys. We wouldn't be here without you guys. You guys have supported us. We wouldn't be able to have a made in USA product without you guys. And so these pre-sales for us mean a lot. And so thank you. Thank you so much for your patience and support. I know that some of you guys were waiting for your orders, but you guys all got them. I've been on emails with you guys, so I got to actually learn and meet a lot of you. And so thank you for sharing your guys, your stories, right? Like some of these shoes are for yourselves or for your wives or for your family. And so, or for your mother. And like, it means a lot to me. So thank you. The new Frontline Pro 3 is now updated. So we've updated the fit, runs true to size. This shoe now comes with algae and recycled materials. So it's our most sustainable shoe to date. We're giving all Kathys a 40% discount for pre-sale. The shoe will just be $35. And it's super easy at checkout. You just put group chat. That'll apply your 40% discount. We're shipping the shoes to you guys in January. And so thank you. And so you'll be one of the first in the world to have the Frontline Pro 3 in white. I'm wearing the shoe now. I'm getting stopped everywhere from it. Yeah. Like literally organic, like literally, what are those? And when you can see them in white, they're
you see
absolutely
all the details
incredible.
Of the shoe in white.
It's really amazing.
So,
and so thank you to the Kathys. Let'sgrey.com, group chat, the code.
ALESGREY.com. Use the code group chat, 40% off, which brings a total of what?
$35. That's it.
$35.
You can't get that anywhere in the world.
Made in USA shoe, extremely comfortable, fully sustainable. America.
Yeah.
You can only do that in America.
Yeah, with full recovery.
Just Steve and Stuart Walton.
Yes.
You get to wear the same shoes as the greats.
I love that. Thank you, Kathys.
Yeah, congrats, Steve. We're happy for you. It was very exciting to watch all week.
Thank you, D, for all your support.
Of course. All right, the big news.
What do we got? I have a lot. So
where do you want to start? The biggest news was Trump wakes up Friday morning, says Xi sent a very nasty note. Nasty son of a bitch. Xi Jinping says that he's not, he's going to have export controls around rare earth. He's not being a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
So people get spooked. Market starts to dump.
Yeah, S&P was down 3.5%.
No, but not at first. At first, it was just down. Then Trump says 100% tariff. Market completely shits the bed. S&P down, NASDAQ down, crypto down, and just complete shit show in 24 hours. And then all the doomsday stuff comes out. Okay, the market was heavily over leveraged. This was just a catalyst to create panic. And I don't know if you saw the news. It was a misunderstanding. It's over. Complete misunderstanding. Everything's back to ripping.
So if you want to go the timeline, China actually released it on Thursday. Their rare earths, like whatever
export control
is going to be. Trump just didn't see it.
Yeah.
Until the next day.
Yeah.
So it's 24 hours.
Yeah.
That it was released. And then Trump saw it and got pissed.
Yeah.
And wrote that tweet.
Yeah.
Like 100% tariffs, S&P down 3.5%, crypto markets crash. And I really want to talk about the crypto part of it more than the S&P because look, I don't think that many people are so over levered on S&P stocks.
I think you'd be shocked how many people are playing zero date options.
Maybe, sure. But the crypto element of it is really fascinating because you can't do it in the US. So I think Coinbase last month announced 10x leverage.
I think more.
Maybe. No. Internationally, you could do 25 to 50x.
So 50x internationally.
Internationally.
Yeah.
On Binance, you could do internationally 125x.
Yeah.
And what that creates, and I put this in our Discord so all the Discord listeners can like understand what I was trying to explain. If you're 100x levered, right? You put $1,000 in, and then you have $100,000 notional value, meaning that's what you're able to lever to. If the asset goes down by 2%, you're zeroed.
Yeah.
Literally zeroed. And that's what happened in the crypto markets. And people are so over levered in the crypto markets.
Well, it's a casino.
Yeah. And I think it really affected Asia more than any part of the world.
Because they're the most levered.
They're the most levered, and the most accepted leverage is available in those countries. I mean, even in the US, I think it's 10x max on Coinbase.
So you can't
but people aren't really even using it.
You don't have access to the products.
Yeah. So I think the real lesson in this whole, like, and then alts, right? Because you think about the Asia.
I think Ripple was down 50%.
Ripple's down 50%. Most alts, like a lot of alts went to zero.
Yeah.
And knowing the psyche of investors, especially younger folks, sub 35, it's a get rich quick. Yeah. They're 120 levered on an altcoin, not Bitcoin, not Ethereum.
Yeah.
And then they all got wiped.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people in Asia that I think are having a tough time right now.
America won again. We wiped these people out.
Wiped them out.
And if you look at it, that was part of the plan probably. That whole series of events, to me, looks like a psyop. Fuck everyone that's levered and let's go scoop up a nice little discount, little off-price deal. Head over to TJ Maxx, Binance.
Look, I mean, it is suspicious because you saw there were trades that happened minutes before the tariff were announced.
Yeah. Crazy
million.
shorts.
Yeah, crazy shorts.
On Bitcoin, S&P.
So the perpetual futures of Bitcoin got to 99K. The actual spot trade got to 107K.
Yeah.
And then the alts is where the actual...
Yeah, with 90%. Shit, 90, 95%. Yeah, look, I think if you look at the playbook by now of this year, this is going to continue to happen.
Yeah.
It always does rebound, but you just have to be willing to, you
shouldn't be levered.
Yeah. If you're not levered, you're fine.
Yeah. You just watch it and laugh.
You laugh, you have a good, you panic for 5 minutes and then you realize this guy's literally telling you what to buy. He tells you every day, he's like, oil looks like a great.
So the problem is the retail is over indexed on alts. right? They're not buying Bitcoin and Ethereum.
But that's everyone, right? Like even in our Discord's a great example. Everyone's addicted to sports gambling.
And they want to parlay.
Yeah.
They don't want to go straight bet.
No, and they want all the shortcuts to betting. So like if you look at everyone's betting on sports, everyone's on Kalshi and Polymarket betting on fucking nonsense. And then you're hyper levered on
Alts.
equities, altcoins and crypto, whatever it is. Like no one, talks about like I put $400 last year in the S&P 500. Not sexy.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's actually like a flawed, like I really makes me sad that people are still doing this after.
Are you actually sad?
For them.
You're sad.
Yes, I'm sad.
Like you went to sleep. You're like, I'm sad today.
No, I went
some fucking Korean guy fucking
Not
lost
to go to
$30 million.
No, my point is, I can't believe people are still doing this after they saw what happened with Robinhood in 21 and 22.
Why? People forgot about great financial crisis. People forgot about .com bust. Like you just forget. Once you hit a couple licks, you're like, yeah, whatever. Let the party goes. You just got to be smart enough to know when to leave the party. If you
leave the party,
see, here's the thing. In real life,
Irish goodbye.
In real life, how many people leave before the peak of the party? In real life,
Very few.
Very few people. If you leave before, Travis Scott goes on the stage, you're gonna win. But no, everyone wants to see Travis, and then you end up in the Valley line too long. You get the DUI on the way home, and your life's ruined.
Right.
That is typical.
That's how I survived New York. Leaving before. Yeah, literally.
Yeah, and that's life. Investing is the same way. Like no one wants to leave early.
No, but the problem, sure, leaving early when you're levered, yes. But leaving early when you're not levered doesn't matter.
Sure, but like I'm just saying, in the
because even if you think about Bitcoin, right? Forget the alts. Alts are nonsense. I don't pay attention to them at all. At the peak correction on Friday, when everyone's like, "Oh, it's all crashing," 11%.
Yeah.
Meta's been down 11%. Google's been down 11% in a single day. Nvidia's been down 11% in a single day. Just wait it out.
Yeah, but you can't if you're levered.
I understand. That's my point.
I know, but that's why Bitcoin and Ethereum trade like a risk on asset, because that's what it is. So you should, if you don't know that as a person investing in it, that's shame on you. Like there's no pity.
No, there's no pity.
There's no,
I guess I
no
shouldn't
crying
be
in the
sad.
casino.
Sorry.
Like you lose, you lose. That's why they say that seeing exists. You wanted to go to the casino, win a bunch of money, hit the club, then hit fucking, Crazy Horse. And now you can't. Now you go home dead fucking broke.
Yeah. I mean, it's honestly that. And I think a lot of people, their lives were ruined over the weekend.
Yeah. I don't think it's as many.
Not in America, Asia. 100%.
Yeah.
I've heard the stories already.
Yeah. Well, I only know America stories because I'm America.
Yeah, America first is fine.
Yeah.
Because you can't lever that much.
Yeah, because
Asia second, you can lever.
Asia second that's why they're second. They didn't set the
I'm telling you, a lot of people in Asia have lost their.
Which part of Asia? China? China doesn't allow this shit.
No, Singapore.
Yeah.
Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah. Fascinating. I think tomorrow you already see that like markets are already rebounding. He said Xi and him are great friends and it's not a big deal. He literally said not a big deal. So shit's about to rip and things are back to normal. What is kind of another big interesting part of this, the government is still shut down and they're officially laying people off.
Yep.
The furloughs went to layoffs. I think the shutdown is another psyop of like, there's no effort by either party to move on from the government shutdown. So I'm guessing that like, it's an incredible, it's same way that every large company is saying we've installed AI. We're going to cut the workforce by 10%. And that's not really what's happening. They just want to cut 10% because they're bloated. This is a great cover for the US government. They know they're bloated. They're probably bloated by 30% from a staffing standpoint. So what is the best excuse they have? Oh, the government shut down. We can't agree. Republicans want to deport everyone. Democrats want to give every transgender free health insurance and $100,000, whatever it is. Like they found these like talking points and they're not coming together. And they're like, fuck it. We can fire everyone.
So I watched Meet the Press this morning, which actually has a bipartisan guest. Yeah. JD Vance was on. Democratic senators were on. I do not believe that the government will be open by the end of the year.
End of the year. That's bad.
The way they were talking.
Whoa,
yeah, they're not close.
They're not even close.
Yeah.
And we're in mid-October.
So taxes are due in a few days. What do you think about that? Should we do we have to pay? Or should we just roll the dice?
I honestly don't think by year end. From what I heard.
Yeah.
From both sides.
But that's might be just all posturing, right? Like they could be Xi and Trump are about to go World War III on Friday.
But Trump knows and Xi knows that actually affects the global world. This affects a subset of the world.
I actually think it affects a lot more than we think. Even last week, I was lighthearted about it. The government shut down, whatever. A week later, I'm genuinely concerned now because I think it's a cover to gut jobs. And the largest employer in America is the federal government.
Yeah.
And then that will trickle to state and that will trickle to local. And we will have like mass issues from an employment standpoint that I am a little concerned about that I was not concerned about a week ago. Because if there's no reason to resolve, because these guys aren't in reality. They don't give a shit. They don't actually care about jobs.
No.
So they're in it for power. And the right move is to just say, fuck it. I'm not agreeing to anything.
I know. That's my fear.
Yeah. But,
I'm not saying like I want people to not have paychecks and furloughed and all that. But the rhetoric I heard this morning, Sunday morning on Meet the Press.
So someone has to cave and give in. And so we'll have to see who it is.
The real issue, and like not to get political, they badger the Democrats so much now, the Republicans do, because they're in power.
Yeah.
That they're just going to be like, no, we're not going to give in.
Yeah.
They just keep calling Schumer the radical left. If you keep getting told that, you're going to be like, it's human psychology.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, no, I'm not giving in.
Yeah, but the Democrats are supposed to be the party of the people, right? The Socialist Party. And they're
I know, but but I'm saying human psychology, if you keep getting told you're a piece of shit by someone else, why would you give in to them?
I agree. I think
it's nothing to do with politics.
Yeah.
It's just human.
Yeah. Yeah, they're screwed. And unfortunately it's going to hurt Americans. And then I don't think people realize, like, I haven't experienced it. Like I've been, I don't know, 8 airports in the last 2 weeks. I've not seen TSA slow down. I heard about some air controllers at certain airports. I haven't experienced any of that stuff yet, but I know that I think our mom's in DC today and she's wanting to go to the museum and the museum isn't open because the federal government shut down. That's not a whole lot of jobs, but nonetheless, it's
a few hundred jobs.
Yeah. But if you assume across, like, I don't know, is Yosemite open? I have no idea.
Yeah.
So
National parks and.
Yeah. And then just, I don't think anything security or military related is being affected, but certain things are. I know they furloughed a lot of jobs across departments the last 2 weeks. So I'm curious to see. I really think it's a full-on cover to gut federal jobs. And I think both parties are in on it.
Yeah. So the Republicans aren't even showing up to Congress.
Yeah. What's there to show up to? There's nothing. Nothing's going on.
To even negotiate.
Yeah. I think it's a cover to gut federal spending. And I don't think people realize that. They're going to make it about all these other topics. But I think in the back room at the members club in DC, they're like, just keep the party.
You can't get in there.
Who?
You.
Why not?
Can't even get it in Bentonville. How are you going to members
That
club
one's
in
easy.
DC?
That's just a check. I give Eric Trump a check. He's letting me in. The one thing about this administration, a check gets you into control. There's no
Fair.
more of this like, oh, did you go to school here or did you do this? None of that elitist bullshit. It's just money.
That's fair.
So I can go to that club.
Write the check.
Yeah.
Tell us
I
how
know
much
someone
the
that
check
wrote
is.
the check, so I could just tag along with somebody. But yeah, it's good. And speaking of a very exciting thing that's happening with the Trump family, looks like young Barron is going to get his first board. There's rumors that Barron Trump will be on the board of TikTok.
And there's rumors Barron has a multi-$100 million crypto wallet.
Yes. So, and this is investment advice, but not from me, but from the president of the United States. This guy is telling you what's about to happen. He told you when to buy stocks. He told you when to buy Ethereum.
Yeah.
He told you when to buy Bitcoin. He said, I don't know if you heard this, gas is going to $2.
So oil's going down.
Oil's fucked. You do not want to own oil. He said, we're going to have gas at $2. It's going to $2. Everything he says is happening. He's letting everyone's like, oh, the Trump mafia. No, when he said buy the dip, I bought it. I literally went and bought the dip.
I actually agree with you on this. Like, unlike previous politicians, the one thing that he's done is he just puts it in front of you.
He's democratizing the process.
He's telling you what to do.
Yeah. If you
And
don't do it because you hate his guts, that's your problem.
He told you when to buy crypto. He told you when to buy the S&P. He told you, he's telling you gas is going down.
He's $2. Crude oil is going down. I'm so confident that oil is going down because he said gas will be $2.
It's funny because you say that, and I heard Chamath on their pod saying that gas is collapsing, and obviously he's part of the administration, like he's shadow part of the administration, and he kept saying like they have a depreciating asset, the Middle East does, so they have to figure out what to do next. So obviously Trump told him.
Yeah, he's like, it's over.
And
we're driving the sucker to the ground.
And he's telling it on the podcast.
Yeah.
So like you can extrapolate if Chamath is saying it, who has direct contact with Trump.
Yeah.
He probably knows something.
Gas is going to $2. Don't buy an electric car. Go buy a nice fat gasoline car because your gas price is going to be cheap. It's unbelievable. He literally is telling you what to do every single time.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do agree with it. He is telling you. They're just putting it in front of your face, and then everyone wants to yell and scream. That's fine, but it was the funniest thing on Friday when crypto started going down a little bit. At least Bitcoin and Ethereum was down like 11, 12%, which is nothing in the scheme of crypto. But alts obviously went down crazy. I was like, it was all off the China tariffs. I was like, do you think he's going to not recorrect by the weekend?
Or hurt his own assets?
Yeah. And I was like, this is the easiest buying opportunity. He's going, like, I'm in chats with a few friends and I'm like, he's going to do something by the end of the weekend to make sure the market. And now the market's ripping in after hours.
Yeah. I mean, the guy is letting you participate. If anything, this is your shot. He's telling you. If you got crude oil in your backyard, sell that shit. It's going down. I do not want to own oil now after he said $2 gas.
Yeah, he's a special individual.
The other big news with Trump is that it still looks like it's held. There was a ceasefire talk It looks like Hamas and Israel have agreed to release hostages. I think it's on Tuesday. And in return, Israel released some of the other prisoners and stopped the war. Interesting enough, Trump did not win the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yep.
A Venezuela woman did, and she dedicated it to Trump.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, Trump is like a polarizing figure, but he has made a clear effort for world peace. Whether he's been successful or not, this would be his first feather in his hat. And I think the timing of it, he needed to do it a week earlier to get the Nobel Prize. I think the timing was off. He has not delivered on Ukraine and Russia. So that is like, it's been an important thing for him. But I think if he delivered that, he would have won the prize. But I do think Trump is at a point where, like, his first term, you never felt that it was about legacy. It was just about, well, I'm going to be myself. I think this term, it's all about legacy. And so he wants that fucking, think about what's left for him. He got two presidencies. His family's set up for the rest of their life.
They're all billionaires.
They're all going to be billionaires. Little Baron's got 100. Hundo, and he's going to be on the board of TikTok. So family preservation, well done. So now it's just like, what are things that people are going to remember you by? Nobel Prize is kind of a big one. So I'm sure he's pretty butthurt about it. So I'm curious to see what his reaction will be to not winning the Nobel Prize, because it's fucking going to drive him crazy.
It's going to drive him crazy, and he'll have some good sound bites.
Yeah,
when
good
he's
content.
when he's in Israel.
Yeah.
I think he's speaking tomorrow, right?
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday, yeah.
I think it was supposed to be like late. So we're recording Sunday
maybe
night.
Late American time Monday. So
Yeah.
Tuesday morning.
No, I think it's Monday
Evening.
early morning America time.
Okay, so that's any time now.
Like in,
Okay.
7 to
All
8
right.
hours.
Be
I
fascinating
don't
to
know
see
what. Yeah, no, I think here it's going to be pretty sad, to be honest. So I think there's 60 hostages left, and 20 supposedly are alive, and they can't be in good condition.
No.
It's going to be a sad, like,
Yeah. It'll be bad. But, at least if things are done and there's no more violence in that part of the world.
I mean, even Obama posted a Instagram. He was like, if we can get peace, great.
Yeah.
And I think it's the first time it's bipartisan that they're like, if he can actually get this done,
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Let's see if it sustains. Let's see if we stop the killings on both sides.
Crazy there's only 20 hostages alive.
That's what our Israeli friend told me.
Yeah. No, it's Wall Street Journal said that too. Crazy. All right. Moving on. I wanted to talk. There's been a lot of talk. OpenAI was raising a round recently at $500 billion. And I think maybe 6 months ago, I had said, I thought the race in consumer AI was over and that OpenAI won. Like, I do not believe anyone's going to touch them on the consumer side. On the enterprise side, I think there's Microsoft, there's Google. I think things will win. I think people forget in consumer, first mover matters so much. ChatGPT has 800 million active weekly users.
Yeah.
That is fucking insane. What is that? 2 years? 2.5 years?
Yeah, probably 2.5 years. Yeah.
And I mean, they are burning money like a fucking drunken sailor still because of the compute cost. There's no advertising in OpenAI yet in ChatGPT. They're charging a subscription fee. Maybe they never get there on.
What's the difference between the paid version and unpaid? I'm on unpaid.
The 800 million. I mean,
no, I'm saying I know your company has paid.
Yeah,
I'm unpaid.
So my personal account is paid. And
what's the difference?
The main difference is if you put like 3 things in a row on the unpaid, it blocks you. It says, we're too busy right now. Come back Tuesday at 2 a.m. or whatever. So it does limit your usage on what you can use it for and when. If they feel like they're too busy, they won't even process your request. So that is the main difference. So if you're only checking once a week or twice a week, then being on the unpaid version is way better. Because why pay for it? But so I started an unpaid version, and then one night I asked like 50 questions, and then it's like, I have to wait.
You got throttled.
It got throttled, and I was like, fuck that. Like I want my answer now. So I started paying $30 a month for it. But they have 800 million total users. I don't know how much are paid versus
Like
unpaid.
10%, if I had to guess.
But like, it is insane. This is thinking about it. It's like the equivalent of paying for Google search early on in Google, which we would never have. Early internet was always free. And now the model is completely changed. You pay for shit now. And so I look at a company like OpenAI, and yes, they're losing money, but they're growing so fast. And then Sora, I don't know if you've seen what's happening with Sora, which is a text to video AI release that OpenAI did. So you have to get invited, and no one's invited me yet. So I haven't got a chance to play with it, but I've seen the content people have put out. It's fucking nuts. Absolutely nuts. And I think, first of all, I think for creating content, it's the most revolutionary thing. And we saw with someone at Open Call who used it for their video. Phenomenal.
It was incredible. It was like a what would cost you, like if I had to hire somebody, it'd be like $30,000 production. Yes. It did it with nothing.
Yeah,
with like $30
video.
Yeah.
My biggest thing that I took away from it though is I actually think all of this AI ability to create content is actually going to kill social media. I think it's going to really, really hurt social media.
In what sense? Sorry.
So I'm going to start by sharing this really interesting chart that a lot of people are sharing from Financial Times. Social media usage peaked in 2022 in every fucking demographic except 55 to 64. So 16 to 24, it's down. 25 to 34, it's down.
And social media encapsulates what? Instagram, TikTok,
all that.
But not streaming.
Live streaming? No, because I wouldn't say that's social, right? That's just consuming.
No, like if you're watching Aiden Ross, Kai Snot.
I don't think that's social media. I think that's competes with Netflix and YouTube.
Okay.
In my opinion. I don't think that would count as that. But take streaming, that's 15 to 30, right? Like every fucking demo except for 55 to 64 is down. And in 16 to 24, it went down dramatically. And one of the reasons when they did surveys is because so much of the content is completely fake. So like, think about like early social media. It was so, even I look at my Instagram usage, it's fucking nothing. It's negligible. I do not, because first of all, most of my friends don't post anything personal. Like no one's actually sharing their real life anymore. And everything else is manufactured. And young people, and I think I said this on the podcast a few years ago, someone I work with, son, who's like a 14, 15-year-old, and I was like, oh, does your son use social media, play video games? And he was like, no, he's not interested in social media. He basically said that it's like, I don't know, not cool to share. It's not cool to care to share. And that amongst his friends. And if you look at it, like, I think the other day someone posted like the top football player in Southern California, some 16, 17-year-old kid, highlights. So I clicked on his Instagram. He has no posts. He has no Instagram stories. He has nothing. He just said, number one recruit, whatever. But like, he just does not post and does not share. My guess he's on Snapchat sharing with his closest 50 buddies, but he's not sharing to the world anymore. So if that's happening with social media, and I think you look at OpenAI and then you look at all the fake content, dude, I get everything is fake on TikTok.
No, I agree.
It's
Everything
over.
on fake.
TikTok's fucking finished.
And you know what's even really dangerous is the fake clips that try to sell you products.
Yeah.
So there's clips of Rogan I know that are fake.
Yeah. But if you're a casual fan, you don't know that. And
they just say like, oh yeah, if your kidneys are dying, you need to buy this product. And it's Rogan saying something.
Yeah.
It's
fake.
Totally fake.
So this is my point. Half of my clips are Martin Luther King doing things. Martin Luther King playing football. Martin Luther King fucking, he's post-game. Martin Luther King after a Saints game. Martin Luther King on a track match.
Yeah, no.
Martin Luther King eating dinner. It's all fake. The whole fucking thing is fake. So my thing is, I actually think I'm actually really bullish on social media usage completely plummeting because kids are always ahead of the curve on technology. Boomers, there'll be that long fat tail. Of boomers just consuming fake content.
I agree with that. I mean, I even see on social media, I get fed because like obviously I follow a lot of sports content, so much fake shit.
Yeah.
Half of it's fake.
Yeah. I think so I think social media usage goes down. I don't think internet usage is going down. Like it's just going other places. Like someone made a comment on this post that it's going to gambling sites, it's going to OnlyFans, it's going to porn, it's going to other places. So I don't think internet usage is going down.
No.
But what I do think is happening is similarly, the wealthiest people in this country were the earliest people to get on the internet. The wealthiest people in this country will be the earliest to get off the internet, and they will start the trend of fuck social media, forget all the internet.
I feel like that's already happened.
It is happening. I know that it's me.
I know like a lot of like, it's funny. My Silicon Valley friends, none of them use social media.
Yeah. By the way,
for the last decade.
Yeah. And I'm telling
it's not just now.
Yeah. So they were always ahead on that usage. I'm telling you, just as a parent, but I'll tell you the dichotomy is that like, if you have resources or you live in a city and you're well informed, you're not letting your kids on an iPad and play Roblox all day. You're just not. And because you know the damage that it will do to you long term.
Yeah.
Do I think you can't be exposed to those things? I think it's fine and they'll play and whatever. But ultimately, the pendulum is going to swing the other way, and you're going to end up seeing all these people spend a ton of time on back. And this is why youth sports has fucking exploded. It's on a nonstop freight train of how many people are playing sports in every sport, boys, girls, every level from advanced to beginner. It is because like, if you have the money or you have the time, being outside is just, we know it's better. No one can make the argument that playing video games is fucking better than being outside. I just do not believe that.
That's fair.
I think social media becomes soda, right? Where you're like, oh, you drink soda?
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel it. Like,
yeah. You even feel it like when you see people who post when they have like 50 ticks. You're like, whoa, why do you have so many ticks?
Yeah.
Too many ticks.
I don't click on any of those ticks.
Yeah. And
I scroll straight through.
Yeah. I'm looking for 1 tick, 1 to 5 ticks.
I mean, this is like aging ourselves. Like what I'd like to see is a friend and seeing their family and what their kids do, what they do. Cause like you don't get to see them all the time.
Yeah. Well,
that's like, cool.
I would take it one step deeper is I want to see what you're actually doing. Nobody's sharing what they're actually doing.
No. It's all a doctored version, but that's been the case for 15 years.
No, not early social media. That's what made it cool. Everyone shared everything back then. I can't fucking waste it. Fuck this. Blah, blah. You can't do that anymore.
No, you can't.
Your life gets ruined. So yeah. So everyone's just going back to getting wasted and not sharing it. Fuck you. I'm having the greatest time of my life and I'm not going to tell you anymore because you ruined my life when I told you I was having too much fun.
What do we got next?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty fascinating thing. So I want to end on one last topic. I want to talk about. Actually, we have two topics. The first one being holiday budgets. So there's this a survey that was done that they said that consumers are cutting their budget by 10%, and they were talking about people that earn less than $50,000 a year. We're going to cut their budget by 10%. I'm really curious how much of that's a huge cut, by the way, cutting your spend that much for the holiday season. If people under 50,000 cut that much, does it actually have an impact on total holiday spend? If the richest people increase their spend by 2%,
has no impact.
Yeah. And so,
because I mean, you travel more than anyone I know, and I know prices for business class and first class tickets have not gone down.
Yeah. Well, that's one kind of thing.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you can extract from the rich. Yeah. Hotels in New York, I mean, I've heard are absolutely
the top
egregious.
hotels are.
Yeah.
You know, a mid-tier hotel is pretty reasonably priced. Yeah. If you want to stay in a 4 or 5 star hotel, it's very expensive. I mean, everywhere, any city in the world, 4 or 5 star hotels.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. But it is a pretty interesting thing that like, I'm like
Cabo prices aren't coming down.
Hey, I'll put it like this. There's a video that's going around that the cartel has warned people not to go to Cabo, specifically Cabo, Cancun, and no prices have dropped.
Nothing.
That's why, I was talking about it because we went last year for New Year's, and I was like, my wife was talking about it. It's like, what should we do? And I'm like, look, here's my opinion. If the price drops, we can make the decision not to go because that means people are genuinely scared. If the price does not drop, then I kind of got to roll the dice here. I don't know. The capitalism is playing itself out. Do people believe that the cartels are going to?
Yeah, the date was October 5th. So we're now October 12th.
I haven't checked the rates in a week.
No, my point is, have Americans been killed?
No, but it's just a threat.
No, they said starting October 5th.
Oh, they're going to start killing people.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they are.
It's 5th and 12th.
I don't know what's going on.
We would hear.
Yeah, you should. I don't know if it's like a mass shootout.
Even if one
kid,
or one person got killed, we would hear.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's all fake. It could be fake. It could have been a fake AI video, a fake AI.
No, there was actual posters.
What?
There's pictures of posters.
It could be fake.
No, in Cabo.
Could be fake.
At Squid Row.
Could be fake. How can you prove it's real?
I can't.
Exactly. So maybe this whole cartel thing is all fake too. And it's just like US scaring Mexico into hurting their tourism by scaring Americans. Because by the way, there's been a warning for like 20 years on Cabo.
Of course.
Like, don't go, it's unsafe. But every country, people have warnings in America.
Yeah, if you look at the CIA, if you look at India, they said, don't go.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so the poster in Squid Row could be completely fake too.
Maybe. At this point, everything's fake.
Yeah. That is why you have to get off the internet. It's fucking dangerous. You have to talk to people, maybe read the newspaper. I don't know. I don't know what to
put up the newspaper with your coffee.
Yeah. A lot of great coffee in Bentonville.
Great matcha.
Yeah.
I'm a matcha snob.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. You were asking, do they have matcha? I was like, the place is clean.
Do they got Pilates?
Yes.
They did. They had a hot girl Pilates spot right near where I was staying. Literally looks like the trendiest Pilates place.
That's good.
They had a lot, actually. All right. Last, Nike reported earnings. They actually beat on revenue, beat on earnings. Stock got a little bit of pop, but went down in the past few days. And I like to use my travels as a pretty good gauge on the general US consumer. And I have to say, it's On Running. They're the fucking king. Everybody's wearing On. And not only are they wearing the shoes, Now they're wearing the apparel. And I look at Nike and I don't see it on feet in the places where they should be on feet. Like, sure, you see people wearing the Travis Scott shoes or like the fancy Jordans or the fancy Dunks, but like your generic run-of-the-mill shoe, damn, it's crazy. You've been in shoes your whole life, and
yeah, I mean, you see it, right? So you got On Running and you got Hoka both reaching $2 billion in revenue each, right? That's massive market share. Then you see anything else, you're seeing New Balance, you're seeing Asics on feet, you're seeing Crocs on feet, right? Right there, that's 5 together. And then you look at Skechers. Skechers is doing 10 billion.
Skechers is doing 10 billion.
10 billion. Skechers is doing more than On,
all
Hoka. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah. Yeah. But the fact that Skechers is doing 10, and I think what Nike does, what, 20, 30? I don't know, 40?
Yeah, 40 plus. Yeah.
Just in shoes.
No, everything.
Total.
Everything.
Oh. So shoes is probably what, 30, 40%?
No, probably more. I would say shoes is their
50%.
business.
Yeah.
I mean, apparel, like, there's nowhere near the amount of apparel of Nike being worn the way that it was back in the day.
And if you think about the U.S., the impact of the U.S. on shoes. So what happens, we all know the trickle down, right? So all of a sudden, everyone comes to the U.S., you don't see Nikes no more.
Yeah.
What happened to the rest of the world?
Yeah.
Right? Like that business might be international Nike globally through all the countries. But once you come here, you don't see it.
Yeah. It's a scary time for the brand. And and we've talked about Nike so much on this podcast. Like, I don't actually know what they do. Because I don't know if you're going to fluke and get another LeBron or Tiger. There may never be another LeBron or Tiger.
Yeah, I mean, Ohtani's a New Balance guy. And he's like the future of baseball.
Yeah. And I don't know and even Cooper Flag is New Balance.
New Balance.
Yes, Cooper Flag and Ohtani. Ohtani is a global superstar.
And yeah, I mean, I see it. Everyone's wearing New Balance at Little League. Yeah.
I got him right on.
Yeah. I mean, and they're made in USA, I think, New Balance. A lot of it is, right?
A small portion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's tough. Nike's in a really, I can't believe On Running. I mean, I'm wearing On Running. It's a pretty fascinating thing.
And he tried to get a deal with Nike and they said no.
Yeah.
Who did?
On Running.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fascinating. Yeah.
I wonder if being in Beaverton is hurting them. Like, they're not in the zeitgeist anymore. Like, they're not, like, I saw On Running happen 5 years ago in Brentwood.
Well, their problem is that they require.
When I saw the Brentwood moms all of a sudden flipped and went to On, I was like, whoa. The
problem is they require them to be up there.
Yeah.
So they don't see what's going on.
They literally don't. And the problem is the audience that actually made On Running cool isn't on social media. They don't share.
No.
Because it was all wealthy people in big cities, and they don't post.
I mean, I'll give you a very anecdotal story. When Amanda and I were out like a few weeks ago, our nanny took Vivian to school, and she came home and joked. She's like, every single person's wearing aloe. It's like
Aloe.
Everyone's an aloe mom.
Yeah.
At drop off.
Yeah.
And like, I knew that because I obviously take our daughter to school every day, but you wouldn't know that if you're sitting in Beaverton.
No.
And it's head to toe aloe.
Yeah.
It's too much
It's the
aloe.
hat,
It's the socks.
sweatshirt, it's the leggings,
it's beyond.
it's the fucking socks.
Yeah, it's the visor.
Yeah.
I do drop off also.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's too much.
It's
It's a lot of aloe.
yeah. And then what happens is,
But the point is they don't see that
no.
when they're in Beaverton.
No.
But you see it when you're in LA, you're like, oh my God, everyone's wearing aloe.
Yeah, and frankly, ever since the shift happened from New York to LA in fashion, everything starts in LA. If you pop in LA, Aloe's LA, everything happened in LA first. These brands are just, and they're huge. They're all doing billions. Aloe, billion. You know, all these brands are just massive.
Skims, Summer Friday, Road, all LA.
Yeah. Yeah. Massive, massive, massive businesses. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why Nike doesn't have like I know they have an office in LA, but like, I don't think those people have decision-making powers.
I mean, they really should just go drop-offs of private
schools. You see it. You see
what's trending.
I said it last year, first day of school, last year. I said, when I saw kids with On and Hokas, I was like, oh, Nike's fucked. Because those kids, their only connection to anything is some sports star.
Yeah.
And if they're not wearing it, like my kids wear Nike, like when it comes to like jerseys and stuff. But like we were, they wear Solomon and New Balance, and they have like one Nike shoe each, I think.
Well, you know what? They messed up, right? They went out of retail.
Yeah.
And that's it. That shelf space is so precious.
Yeah.
And they lost a generation.
Yeah. Which is crazy. I think it's going to be tough to ever come back. Like it'll always be this massive brand and a massive business, but to be like piping hot like that is pretty hard.
I don't see mom's Nike. Do you?
At all? No.
No, zero.
No, it's New Balance, it's Asics, it's On, and it's Hoka.
Yeah.
And then it's Aloe.
I see Adidas Samba. For Adidas Sambas. Everyone has Adidas Sambas.
Yeah, I see a lot of Adidas Sambas,
Yeah.
A little bit younger, but you do see the Sambas.
Yeah.
Adidas has, once again, and then Adidas. So like you're going like, they're now the 7th option. You're not buying it.
No. 7th option is tough.
Yeah, they're in a tough position. Yeah. All right.
Let's wrap it up. We got a couple YouTube comments. The first one is from Stupid Person. It's a great name. Love the show, guys. My new favorite Monday morning podcast. Sorry, PMT. Is PMT a podcast?
Barstool.
Oh.
Big Cat.
Oh, sorry, PMT. Next one, at James. There's another city where I'm from called Midland. MI that is really built around one company called Dow Chemical. Very wealthy, educated city. I know Midland only because I started watching Landman. Or is it Midland, Michigan? Oh,
Michigan.
I'm from called Midland, Michigan. Okay, not MI. Midland, Michigan. Okay, cool. Very interesting. I feel like that's a few cities around the country have like that corporate vibe where everyone's there for a particular reason. The next one from Andy. Good luck to the Mariners in the next round of the playoffs. We've been terrible for most of my life, and it's exciting playing baseball in October. So much buzz and hype in Seattle right now. It's awesome. It's so nice to be in like a winning city.
Yeah.
Like LA always has somebody.
Someone wins.
Someone's winning. The Kings, the Dodgers, the Lakers, Chargers, the Rams. Between the Rams, Dodgers, and Lakers, someone's winning every year.
Yeah. I got off the Uber. The guy goes, I think we just won again.
Yeah.
Like to the playoff game.
From Micah, huge shout out to Anand's close personal friend, the great Ryan Braun.
Yeah,
Nobody
Ryan,
hypes a crowd like Brawny. Incredible performance by the Brew Crew last night. The Brewers are winners, and they're going to sweep the Dodgers in the next round. Everyone says it can't be done. Wrong.
So I don't know if Mike is from Milwaukee, but I sent the video to you guys.
Yeah, it's so awesome. He hyped them up before the game.
And apparently he told me he went in the locker room before the game
to pump him up.
And everyone was nervous.
Yeah.
And I probably shouldn't be sharing it, but I will.
Yeah.
The owner was like, you changed the game.
Wow.
He's like, they were all nervous and you came into the locker room and calmed them all down and been like, yo, you get out.
Good luck calming them in against the Dodgers, though.
Yeah, Ohtani.
When Shohei shows up and speaks when back to Japan.
He looks
calmest.
He looks so calm.
Yeah.
The guy's got like 4 or 5 bets going. You think he's worried about baseball? He got so much action on these games.
Yeah, the Monday Night Football game.
Yeah. He's more worried about what's going to happen during that game. If the Commanders are going to beat the Bears, hitting a home run is fucking child's play.
But yeah, it'll be a fun series.
From Andre, shout out to Jad, group chat listener and past guest. I got my biggest career move to date because of him in group chat. Now it's time for me to stretch my wings and fly. I'm moving on, but learned so much. D, owe you lunch for giving him my resume. Love, Andre. A lunch? You fucking kidding me? Lunch? Where are you taking me to lunch in San Tropez?
so-
Are you going to a Hotel Ducat?
So is Andre telling us that he's leaving?
Yeah, he's moving on and he's got a new job. I heard he got a hot new job.
He told me he was thinking about it.
Yeah. And Jad is a good friend of ours, also big leader at WME. So shout out to Jad and congrats, Andre. But lunch better be somewhere hot. I'm not going to fucking Jones on
I mean, he
3rd
should
or
take us to
something.
Cabo.
Yeah. Well, maybe Pete Cartel, he could take us to Cabo. Yeah. Lunch. Fuck out of here. All right, guys.
Not even dinner.
What? No, yeah. He doesn't want to pay for drinks. Some nerve this kid has. The entitled Gen Z.
Yeah, very entitled.
All right, Kathy's. Incredible week. Steve, congrats again.
Thank you.
We will see you guys hopefully on Wednesday. I'm in town, so we should knock out an episode. And stay positive.